Hello, David.
Hello, Wade.
Thanks for coming to my interview.
That's no problem.
I'm gonna ask you a series of questions in regarding to communication. So I'd like to find out how important it is, how important is communication in your professional career, and how is that going to relate to a good, positive client relationships. So would you mind giving me a brief summary of what you do for work and how long you've been in the industry?
Okay. I work as a IT support manager for a health software company. I've been working in the industry for 30 or more years, and I find communication is extremely important in my role.
Yeah, 30 years in IT, that's a pretty long time in your field, so you must be a very experienced communicator. What makes a good communicator, a good IT manager, a good...
I'll pick you up on a couple of points there. One is that, yes, 30 years, and yes, I'm probably a pretty good IT communicator, but there's a lot of IT people who are not good communicators, and they're probably not in my role, which is a management role. Anyway, what makes a good communicator is somebody who listens. Listening is the most important skill that I've developed over the years. Listening to staff, listening to customers. It's much more important than talking to people.
Listening to people, you're saying that's very important in communicating. So, come on.
Would you like a drink, love?
Water, please.
A water?
Thank you.
There we go. You'd like?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
That didn't help.
That's right, yeah. So, listening, okay, communicating, obviously there's a lot of talking and all that, but you're saying that listening is one of the most important skills. Can you elaborate that a little bit more?
If you're not listening, you're not understand. For instance, I'll take staff. If you're not listening to your staff, then you really don't know what's going on. You don't know what their needs are. And if you don't know what their needs are, you don't know how to meet their needs and therefore help them to become great employees. If you can listen to your employees, find out what their needs are, how the company can help them, how the company can help them grow, then they can work harder for you and produce greater results. Similarly with customers, if you don't listen to your customers are going to leave you. Your customers need to know that they've been heard.
Okay, so how do you get your message across for the customer to be heard?
Well, I listen to the customers. The customers send me an email or they'll ring me up. I'll communicate with them to let them know that I've understood what their message is. If I can't answer the problem straight away, I'll deal with it as soon as I possibly can.
Okay, so in a lot of these IT communication from the customers, presumably they will only sort of call you when they have a problem with their IT.
Very much so.
Is that frustrating?
I suppose it's the role I'm in. You know, nobody rings me up to tell me my computer's working. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Mm-hmm. They ring me up to say my computer's not working. When are you going to fix it, and why wasn't it yesterday? So, but it's not frustrating. You know? It's very satisfying to actually be able to make a difference, to actually be able to change things, to be able to solve a problem for someone. I find that very satisfying.
With the way technology is going these days, there's obviously a lot of electronics such as emails, text messages, iPhone, and all these sort of things. Does that change the way how the communication is going? I mean, does that eliminate the face-to-face and you use more of a screen to talk to your client?
In terms of dealing with issues quickly, and the bulk of many issues can be resolved quickly without having to interact with the customer too much. Yes, that is the way the industry is going. But the customer gets ultimate satisfaction from knowing they've been heard, and that usually comes from a personal contact, a phone call, whatever. And usually that's that's the sort of thing that as a manager I get involved in.
So you're saying face to face, or even just actually talking to them voice to voice, is your preferred method of communication?
Very much so. It's my preferred method of communication with just about everything. A lot of people in our office will send each other a text message when, if they stood up and looked over the desk, they could see the person they're talking to. Whereas I will actually get up from my desk and walk around and talk to someone. I find that a much more successful way of dealing with people.
Is that a skills, a must-have skills for anyone who wants to be a manager?
I'd suggest it's a must-have skill for anybody who wants to be a good, empathetic manager that their staff can relate to. There are some managers who do very well in this world by climbing the corporate ladder there and stepping on everybody's head, but they're not the ones who actually talk to their staff.
So you used the word empathetic.
Mm-hmm.
How do you use that skill with your client and with your staff?
Well, I put myself, in the client's case, I put myself in the client's shoes. The client is really annoyed, frustrated, they haven't got a problem fixed. I can put myself in their shoes and say, well, yeah, our software isn't doing what you want it to do, and I can help you fix that, or we can fix that. Or we probably can't fix it instantly, but at least I can empathise with the customer and give them some assurance that we will get it fixed at some future date. Mm-hmm. With a staff member, I can be empathetic. I can appreciate that they're dealing with a particular issue, or they're really upset about something at the moment. I think I'm pretty good at that.
Okay, I might pause there.